Hi everybody. I want to talk about Star Wars Rogue One, particularly about one character that would be Captain Antilles. Now, I'm pretty sure we're seeing him in these trailers that have come out, but nobody's talking about him, and I don't know why. He's, if I'm right on this, he's played by an actor named Alistair Petrie. You can go to the Internet Movie Database page for this film, for Rogue One, and all the other characters seem to be named except for Alistair Petrie's character. Now, Alistair Petrie's character is the guy that we see in the war room, and I assume that's on Yavin 4. He's what I would call interrogating Felicity Jones's character, Jyn, how do you say it, Erso? Jyn Erso. He's basically drilling her on her past and interrogating her. And this guy, I'm pretty sure this is Captain Antilles. Now, you remember Captain Antilles is the first guy we ever see get killed by Darth Vader in the original Star Wars. In A New Hope, he's picked up by Vader and he's thrown against the wall, and that's the end of him. He tells Vader they're on a diplomatic mission to Alderaan. If you look at his uniform in the original Star Wars, in A New Hope, it looks exactly like what he's wearing in these new trailers for Rogue One. Specifically, if you look at the insignia on his shoulder, on the front of his uniform, it matches. It looks like five dots, almost like the five-sided, or the side of a dice with 5 on it. So I think it's him. If you look at the pictures we have of the original character, it looks just like him. We're told that Alistair Petrie's character is playing a general. That's all we know. But I think he's playing the Captain Antilles. Now, Captain Antilles at the time of Rogue One would be R2-D2 and C-3PO's master, which is pretty interesting, pretty exciting to me. So I'm not sure why more people aren't talking about this. I have a feeling we're gonna see, and I'm hoping we're gonna see R2-D2 and C-3PO maybe in the last third, maybe the third act of this film, kind of to be introduced. So if you're watching these films in chronological order, someone who watches Rogue One doesn't finish the film and suddenly say, oh, I'm watching Star Wars now and suddenly here's C-3PO again. I haven't seen him in a while. I think they have to be in there to tie these two films together. It makes sense to me anyway. I also think we'll see Princess Leia at the end of Rogue One. I suspect she might be wearing her hood, so we don't actually see her face, which I think that would be fine. It'd be a good way, easy way to do it. But Captain Antilles is going to be a big part of getting these plans to safety. Now, in the briefing room on Yavin 4, when he's talking to Jyn Erso, I think basically her mission, I mean, she has to go check out what this weapons test is all about. But I suspect he's going to, possibly give her data tapes that they're going to take with them on this mission, and she's going to basically steal the data tapes and replace them with these fake data tapes and bring the data tapes with the information to the Death Star back to the Rebel Alliance, which is pretty cool. And I think a lot of the heroes in this film have to die. I'm hoping they'll do a Rogue 2. I think this movie looks incredible. I think it's going to be the best Star Wars film in a long, long time. But I think to really make what the characters are doing in this film more meaningful, and to make what happens in A New Hope even more meaningful, they have to kill a lot of these heroes off. I think they will. So I guess don't get too attached. I don't know if we'll be seeing them again. Now I was always hoping that there were going to be some more bounty hunters in this film, that we're familiar with, but I haven't seen or heard too much about them yet. I assumed we'd see Boba Fett. I thought we'd probably see IG-88 and the other bounty hunters that were introduced in Empire Strikes Back. I think would be easy enough to fit them in. Most of them would be around at the time period. And personally, I really hope that we would see Boushh. Now, Boushh is the bounty hunter that died between A New Hope and Return of the Jedi at some point, and Princess Leia ended up with his outfit and used it to sneak into Jabba's palace. I'd love to see the actual Boushh, introduced in this film as one of the characters trying to retrieve trying to steal the Death Star plans. And I think if they were to do that, that would make the reveal of Leia being under that helmet or under that mask in Return of the Jedi be even that more interesting. Say, oh, it's not the bounty hunter, it's Leia. Or it might confuse some people, but I think a lot of Star Wars fans would get it, and it would make the reveal even that much more impressive. So back to Alistair Petrie's character. If we look at these pictures of like the models or toys of him, and we put them side by side with Alistair Petrie's character, the General, they look identical to me. You put that helmet on the guy, and I mean, it's the same guy. So I'm really hoping they didn't miss this opportunity to put Captain Antilles in the movie and use Alistair Petrie, because honestly, if he's not playing him, he just happens to look just like him. I think that's a wasted opportunity. So I'm excited to see Alistair Petrie's character. I'm hoping to see Captain Antilles with R2-D2 and C-3PO a little bit. I think that would be really cool. I wish they would go back to the old C-3PO costume. I know they made a new one for Anthony Daniels for The Force Awakens, and I don't know if I'm seeing things, but to me it looked more rubbery than if you look back at A New Hope and the original films, where his costume used to take a long time to get into, and now it's he wanted to be able to get into it faster and easier, which I can understand that, but to me it looks very rubbery, and it just doesn't have that genuine, authentic, amazing look that the C-3PO costume did in the originals. You might not notice it if you're really into the film, and that's cool. It's not that big a deal, but to me, I love those little details where, things just look as authentic as possible. And anyway, I'm really excited for this film. I'm hoping this is going to be Captain Antilles. We'll have to see. Sorry to go on for so long. This is my first attempt at a Star Wars related video. So again, on Internet Movie Database, Alistair Petrie's character seems to be the only character who isn't listed his character name. I'm not sure why. I can't see any reason for it unless they just haven't named him yet. And if they haven't named him, they should just make him be Captain Antilles. It would be great. Now, Captain Antilles was in Revenge of the Sith near the end of it. And no offense to the actor, but I think it was a bad design for the costume. I think it was a bad choice of an actor. He looked nothing at all like the Captain Antilles from A New Hope. If you look it up on the Star Wars pages, the Wikipedia, it's supposed to be the same guy as far as I can tell, but they look nothing alike, sound nothing alike, act nothing alike, and the costume, the motif is totally different. This motif, the costume motif of Alistair Petrie's character, looks just like Captain Antilles in A New Hope. So fingers are crossed. I'm excited to see Alistair Petrie's role as Captain Antilles. Hopefully I'm not wrong about this one, but and fingers crossed, the movie's gonna be great. Can't wait. December's coming pretty quickly, and yeah, I hope everyone enjoys the film, and if I get enough likes on this, I will happily do another video. So thanks, and as they say in the Star Wars universe, may the Force be with you.